What's up, Giant fans? Peace to y'all. How y'all doing? Um, I just want to touch on a couple of things real quick. Uh, Shout out to John Mara, Steve Tisch, um, for keeping Brian Daboll, keeping Joe Shane. I think that's the right decision. I've said it, for a couple weeks now. I feel that's the right decision. Um, you can't keep flip flopping coaches. You can't keep flip flopping GMs. You know what I mean? We've done that already. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? If these gentlemen have a vision to build up the team, then see it through, man. Rome wasn't built in a day. Everybody wants results, but then you got people that are saying, you know, the Giants aren't a good team, but I don't want them to spend all their money in free agency. Like, you can't have one without the other. They're going to have to spend some money in free agency, but they're going to have to sign players that are worth it. They're going to have to sign players. Fuck all of this, getting guys that could play multiple positions. If a guy can play multiple positions and he has a history of that, fine. But signing a guy thinking he could play multiple positions, swing tackle, swing guard, and all this, no. If you're going to get linemen, get a lineman. Get a tackle, get a guard. There's swing tackles in the draft. There's swing interior linemen in the draft. Guys that have center and guard experience, and guys that have tackle, left and right tackle experience. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people aren't going to like it, but I think we on the right course, man. We just have to draft right. And it's going to take time, people. It's going to take time. You know what I mean? Do you want something? We already experienced one winning season and then it falls apart. You know what I mean? We want the Giants to be back to where they used to be. A good football team that can compete. That's what we want. You know what I mean? And that's going to take time because we got a lot of holes to fill. But I really do think keeping Joe Shane, keeping Brian Daboll is the right move. Now, I think, and I've said it before, Brian Daboll needs to be a head coach. That's it. He needs to get an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator that he can trust and be a head coach. And there's good coordinators out there. Robert Saleh, to me, would be great for Brian Daboll. And he's good with the personnel that we have because he has a pressure package, and that's what our guys are used to. Those guys like that Wink Martindale style. It's just that Brian Daboll didn't trust Wink. Hopefully, he'll trust Saleh. Offensive coordinator, I like Davis Webb from Denver. But if you don't go with Davis Webb, go get Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson just got fired. Doug Peterson will be a great offensive coordinator. You know what I mean? They need guys that Daboll trusts so he can focus on being a head coach. And Joe Shane and Kevin Abrams and Brown, they could focus on getting this team together and getting the personnel. As I stated yesterday, we do have the number 3 pick. A lot of people are talking about Travis Hunter. Listen, man, I just responded to a dude. He was on Twitter, and he made a remark that he thinks Travis Hunter is going to be like Isaiah Simmons, a jack of all trades, but a master of none. And that's what I feel. That's what I feel you run the risk at with Travis Hunter, because he can do a lot of things well, but what does he do great? And I feel there's other corners in the draft that can be a better corner because that's what they focus on. They're not worried about playing wide receiver, getting snaps, and doing all of this. They're focused on corner. You know what I mean? And it's not a knock on Travis Hunter. I just feel there's other players out there that are better suited to what the Giants want to do. And like I said, I think they need to take best player available. If that's a corner, fine. If that's a defensive interior lineman, fine. If that's trading back for more picks, fine. Take a quarterback in the second round. Or trade back up into bottom of the first and take Jalen Milroe. Or stay at number 2 and take Carson Beck. Everybody's down on Carson Beck. I'm not. I know he's coming. He has some surgery, so he's going to be coming off an injury. But Carson Beck can make all the throws. He's a big quarterback, 6'4", 220 pounds. He's got size. He may not be one of the best runners, but he can run. And really, that's what you want. You want a guy that can stand behind that offensive line, see above it, have a good release point with the ball, and get the ball to the playmakers. So this is a happy day for me as a Giant fan. I got my snow gear on. I'm getting ready for the snow. Getting ready to plow some snow, shovel some snow rather. But I'm happy. I'm happy with the Mara and Tisch decision. I think it's a good one. Some people hit me up and were talking about, oh, well, you got Mike Vrabel out there. What did Mike Vrabel do in Tennessee that was so jaw-dropping? I mean, Tennessee had a decent defense. You know, they had a decent, solid defense. You know, I'm not going to take nothing away from Mike Vrabel on that. But he didn't develop no quarterback. You know what I mean? It's not like, Tennessee was competing for championships. So, I mean, stick with what you got, man. And there's always a saying, and I know all of y'all have heard it. The grass isn't always green on the other side. And all of y'all people are calling for Brian Daboll's job, for calling for Joe Shane's job. Hey, be careful what you ask for, man. Be careful what you ask for. You know what I mean? Because like I said before, when Brian Daboll won Coach of the Year 2 years ago, there wasn't nobody talking about Brian Daboll needs to go. Nobody. So give the man a chance. All right? But I just wanted to drop a quick video, say I'm happy to hear the news. And now it's out of the way. We can move on and we can start building this team up. All right? All right. God bless y'all. Peace. Hope everybody stays safe. Like, subscribe to the channel. Have a good one. All right.